Mike Rizzitiello, College Place City Administrator, here with your February 2024 City Project Update. So City Council, their next meeting will be Tuesday, February 27th at 7 p.m. And it can be attended at City Hall or hybrid online. And at that meeting, some of the items we'll be going over is that the council chambers is going to be dedicated to longtime Councilwoman Marge Nyhagen. So there'll be a Marge Nyhagen council chambers, and she served on our city council for various periods over 2 decades. So really has given a lot back to the community. Also, there'll be a discussion about the awarding of the annual community grants program, so you'll see that. And then also some discussion around prospective state transportation improvement board grants to put some pedestrian street lamps down Rose Street along the multi-use path from Ash to Cary Court, and then doing some work over on Northeast Cedar Street. Park board meeting, that'll be Friday, February 23rd at 8 a.m. at City Council chambers or via online YouTube Zoom format. At that meeting, the board will be starting to look at the Veterans Park design. So we end up getting a State Recreation Conservation Office Youth Athletic Facility grant to go put some more active infrastructure in Veterans Park, which is out at the Homestead subdivision. So likely we're looking at a pickleball court, basketball court, and a bathroom, because that does serve a lot of families out in the Homestead area. But we're at the start of that design. Also, we'll be talking about going after some future State Recreation Conservation Office funding to go fix up the northern half of Kiwanis Park. About roughly 8 years ago, we received a grant to do the pickleball court, basketball courts, and everything on the south end. But in general, north end's been untouched. So we'll be looking at that. And then likewise, we did let out some money to cover putting in electrical at Kiwanis Park, and we're doing that mainly because we have a lot of community events there, and then also this year Lions Park won't be able to be used because we finally made it through the permit gauntlet, so they'll be off limits. So a lot of the events like movies at the park, farmers market, everything will need to be moved Kiwanis Park, and you need electrical to do that. Also at the park board, we are going to be launching our park plan update. We need a park plan to keep eligible for all state grants. And then also begin planning as the city expands and so forth. So they'll be all throughout this entire year. It's very important. The current one we're under expires at the end of the year, so to stay eligible, we need to update the whole thing. So you'll be seeing a lot of opportunities for citizen input, and then the park board will be guiding that work. Then as far as city offices, President's Day coming up, so we'll be closed on Monday, February 19th. Going into fire department, calls are up. They're always looking for more volunteers. So our fire agency is different from the City of Walla Walla because they're like full-time, and how ours works is that we depend upon volunteers that are supported by a group of full-time firefighters. So having volunteers is really important. So if you're interested in that, you can always email Chief Winger at dwinter@cpwa.us or give the firehouse a call, 509-529-6506. As far as police department goes, we do have the security cameras up now over on C Street in front of Home Depot, and then also near Walmart along Meadowbrook Boulevard and Lamperti. And that just helps as we need to do investigations on things or to stymie any potential retail theft or things like that. So thank you, Wild Horse foundation for funding those cameras. Also, speed limit is going to be changing on College Avenue area, so it's more consistent, 25 miles an hour, because for whatever reason years ago it jumps up and down in several places. And we had the engineering study done a while back that essentially said it should be that consistent speed. So you'll be seeing that be implemented. There's another video about this that Chief Tamaris has done to message that out to the community. Community development side, City Council has accepted a State Community Economic Revitalization Board planning grant, where we're going to be working with the developer of Martin Airfield to do a planning and infrastructure study. So it's going to detail out like the infrastructure improvements needed out there, so water, wastewater, storm, and then just any egresses needed as they're fixing up the airport. Also, we are starting to work on the funding for our tax increment financing projects. So we're in the process of negotiating to go assemble some property for parking lots downtown along College Avenue. That way we can waive the parking requirement, and we believe that'll facilitate more businesses and activity wanting to go in our downtown area along College Avenue. Then, a nonprofit out of Tri-Cities, they're called Women of Wisdom. They run a car share similar to Zipcar. They received a large State Department of Commerce grant to extend services over to the greater Walla Walla Valley, so Walla Walla College Place. So look for that as they establish some car sharing sites throughout both communities, and they'll be adjacent to like newer developments where you have like multifamily. So for instance, I would expect it to pop up at the Villages of Fort Walla Walla apartment complex that's going to be going up on Whitman Drive. Also, I would like to welcome our new commissioners to our advisory commissions. Last council meeting, Tony Boyle got appointed to Civil Service Commission. Groover Snell got appointed to the Lodging Tax Advisory Commission, and then Kirby Brown has been appointed to the Planning Commission. We still have a vacancy for Historic Preservation Commission, so if anyone's interested, please fill out an application, and then you'll be considered for appointment. Future events in the community. So the organizers behind Spring Fling, that's not associated with the city. We don't run it. They file a special event permit and then rent out our park site. That will be at Kiwanis Park once again. So look for that May 10th through 12th, and they'll be great to see that back here. Also, our block party, they'll be coming up the weekend after, and they'll be on College Avenue once again, adjacent to Walla Walla University. Then our farmers market, that'll be coming back as well. So that'll kick off Thursday, May 30th, 4-7 p.m. This year, whole year, it'll be at Kiwanis Park because of the Lions Park work. Human resources side, we have 2 positions open right now we're actively recruiting for. So if you're interested, please go to our website, cpwa.us, and then fill out the application at governmentjobs.com. We are looking for a capital project manager, as we have a lot of capital projects going in, and then also we are looking for a water utility cross connection specialist as well. So if you're interested, please apply. For public works, a lot of projects are going in. So with the State Department of Transportation, we have a grant to really bolster the crosswalk across College Avenue by the post office. So this spring and summer, look for that. We'll be improving it with rapid flashing beacon, bulb outs, a very well lit, safe crosswalk. Also, TIB, Transportation Improvement Board, they're funding some projects for us. So this year. Also look for Northeast Damson between Rose and Cargill to be reconstructed. So it'll actually have sidewalk, curb, gutter, whole 9 yards, and then a rapid flashing beacon across Rose Street there, because there are Valley Transit bus stop right there. And then also we're going to restripe a portion of Rose Street from Lambert to Cary Court to match what Walla Walla is doing, because this summer they'll be doing a road diet on Rose Street where they'll be turning Rose Street in Walla Walla to essentially 3 lanes. So active traffic lane, center turn lane, and then bike lanes. So we'll continue that treatment up until Lambert, and then there'll be a crossing and merge of bike traffic onto our multi-use path. Also, a big project this year's Lions Park. That will be fully off limits because we got all of our federal permits finally. So that's been that contract has been signed with Nelson Construction, so it's a for sure thing now. Other projects that we're working on, Majania Road, for folks that live adjacent to that, you're gonna start seeing some right-of-way offers as we need some little narrow strips of land and we move in construction phase. Southeast 8th Street, we're gonna begin engineering that. We received several grants to punch through a sidewalk on 8th Street from College Avenue all the way to Lions Park, including a rapid flashing beacon so it's a safer crossing at large. Lift Station 5 for wastewater, you're going to see that get out to bid in construction, and they'll be building an appropriate lift station on Southwest 1st near Evans, and then you'll also see some sidewalk and repaving on that roadway. Wastewater treatment plant, there's improvements there. It's mandated by ecology. We're going to get that out to bid this spring, and then you'll see process improvements out there. Then our steel water tank, you're going to see a lot of work there. So we end up getting a FEMA grant where we're going to seismically retrofit the steel tank. You'll probably see that work later this year. And then next year we're also going to repaint it, same color, just new coat of paint. So that'll be happening. And then we're getting the State Department of Health financing to go install another water tower, because we do have water storage issues. We need more, and that water tower will be on the grounds of a wastewater treatment plant. We have some natural bluffs over there, so it saves pumping costs. So a lot of projects, a lot of stuff going on. We'll keep you updated as different things arise. Thank you.